What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, y'all? So look, bitch. Listen. Y'all getting this direction. Okay, y'all getting this light. It's just a one-time thing. It's just, bitch, I just didn't feel like setting up over there. So we just deal with it. I'm tired as fuck. If you see my face, I am tired. I had to work this whole entire weekend, all last week. I had a day off today. A bitch had to still wake up early and still go downtown because I had to go to a doctor's appointment, and I'm just tired as fuck, okay? But bear with me. We gonna get this shit through. Love and Hip Hop, y'all. This is Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, Season 7, Episode 6, I'm Telling. So we started off where we left off last week with Keely, Jess Brittany, and Erica Mina and Escalita. Escalate. Escalator, whatever. Y'all know what the bitch name is, okay? And so Erica didn't get put out. She's still talking her shit. See, Erica, I thought I was going. And listen, I started really, really liking Erica towards the last time when she was, not even the last time she was on Love and Hip Hop. I started liking her after she got off of Love and Hip Hop because she was doing shit for herself, okay? I ain't even gonna get that fucked up with her. But bitch, and I really started liking her when she was on Scared Famous because it was funny, all right? It wasn't so serious. Everybody was being, lighthearted, having fun time. Now you bring your ass back to Love and Hip Hop Atlanta and your ass doing all these fucking theatrics. You outside doing all this, bitch, I'ma do this and I'ma do that. I get it. She said something about you being, you should be taking care of your kid and all that shit. Well, girl, we don't see you with the son. I mean, she do be with her kid because she posted, but you up here acting like you ain't got one, so of course somebody go, and she don't fuck with you. So why you getting so upset that she coming for your everything about you? I told y'all this yesterday. Didn't I tell y'all this yesterday? When you don't fuck with a bitch, when you ain't really all that cool with a bitch, and y'all get into it, you say things that make their asses hurt, and that's what they do. Kids and family and all that shit ain't off limits, okay? It ain't off limits, all right? So and she ain't even really say nothing that bad. Okay, go take care of your kid, your son, or whatever. Fuck that, whatever. At this point, Mimi and Escalita is talking to Just Brittany and Keely getting into it, trying to smooth things over. Just Brittany is getting in her feelings because she like, Keely, whose fucking side you on? You the one that bombarded your way into this whole thing. I said, bitch, you the one that told her to come out there, so shut the fuck up. She doing what she's supposed to be doing. Bitch, it look like I got busted in my eyes. It's cause of the light. But girl, fuck it. We'll deal with the shit. I apologize. It's just I'm changing some stuff around, so I like this better right here. Any fucking way, we'll deal. But Escalita was like, if you used to do this talent show and Erica Mena was to be on there, could you do it? She was like, bitch, I didn't perform, didn't work with bitches I couldn't fuck with and stand all the time. So it's cool. Just tell that bitch to watch herself. I was like, whatever. Moving on. So we get a meeting in the ladies' room with the senior citizens of the fucking show, bitch. Okay. We get Mama T. All right. The queen is back. Okay. I said, bitch, this is episode what? What episode this is? I said episode 5, no, episode 6, and we finally getting a text to Mama D, and then Karen King, KK. I heard rumors that she was coming back, but not as a full cast member, but like, just a friend of the show and shit like that. And so this is what she doing. And here go KK, bitch. KK won't be KK without, so a friend of mine, she going through some stuff and she needed some help. So I'm coming there to help her and to lend all the support I can give. I said, bitch, you finna stroke a fucking mud hole up into that damn dog. But all right, Mama D is about to get some surgery. She said, bitch, it's time for a tune-up. All right, she ain't mean a tune-up. She finna just break the shit down and just rebuild the shit all over again, okay? A whole full body makeup. She get a tummy tuck, butt lift, face lift, boob lift, all these type of lifts and some fucking lipo. I said, well, bitch, and she knew it. She said, I'm gonna be an aching bitch. I said, guess you are. I guess you missed watching that episode of Mob Wives when what's her name? Renee went and got all that surgery done at once, and the bitch damn near died because her body was finna go into shock from all the pain that she was going through just from leaving the operating table. And she was bleeding out. Bitch, that shit scared the life out of me. I don't take shit like that lightly. I can't do stuff like that. Like, I really try to avoid any type of surgery, okay? I haven't had a surgery since I was 10 years old, baby. And that was for my eyes. And, in my adult life, I haven't had no surgery. And I plan to keep that shit that way, okay? Bitch, fuck you mean? I'm too fucking paranoid and scared to do some shit like that. I be having fears like I'm gonna wake up in the middle of the surgery and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then I think this one thing where this lady was they knocked her out, and then it's like the way that they knocked her out, she woke up in the middle of the surgery, but she couldn't say nothing, and she can still, she was still out, like she couldn't move or something like that, but she could feel everything that was going on, and she couldn't say nothing. Y'all, shit like that scared me. Let me stop, because some of y'all like, bitch, stop doing that, because you making us think. I'm sorry, my man, I'm just paranoid shit, like, bitch, I don't do no shit like that. But Ernest is gone. Ernest at the mama house. Okay. She said, fuck that nigga. All right. He just doing his own shit, and she ain't kick him out this time. Ernest left and was at his mama house anyway. We saw that shit coming. Okay. Bambi and Scrappy, they down in Miami. The Princeton moved down to Miami. Okay. And him and the Bams, they went and got married in Las Vegas. All right. So maybe, I guess that Scrappy loved Bambi and all her hooves. I said, bitch, hooves took me out. Okay. She down there, they doing that stuff, but they got a place out there in Atlanta. So, it's cool and all. Couldn't find out Miss what's her face? Miss Karen King got her young boy, okay? A young boy. Nigga 28 years old, and she said, bitch, I don't have to deal with that bullshit that you going through, okay? Get you a young one, all right? He may be young, but bitch, he showing enough is ready. I said, ooh, and y'all think that picture where they was, I said, ain't nobody got time for that. Don't touch tongues on my part, all right? I don't want to see that. And she was like, I don't see nothing wrong with getting female enhancements and stuff like that. And Karen had to let us know that when she take her clothes off, her body looks like a Barbie doll. Bitch, I was about to say, them titties looking plump. Okay, she went and got her titties done. I remember when she did too, when she was on after she aired Tommy ass out on IG. It was like the next day or something she went to go get that shit done. I said, well shit, bitch. Okay, I mean you do what you gotta do, it ain't for me, but alright. And you do whatever makes you feel good. Then when you get this scene where Young Jock, he's getting roasted by a lot of local comedians down there in Atlanta. Well, we got Michael Blackston, okay. Now see Michael Blackston? You had that same shirt on one of the episodes of Hollywood Squares that came on last week. Y'all watch Hip Hop Hollywood Squares. That shit be hilarious, okay? I love it. But Carly Red said she was gonna come down to support only because Tokyo Vanity told her to come with her. And, one of the comedians that used to work, I think her name Mo Brown or whatever, she works with Tyler Perry. She was on the TV show For Better or Worse or whatever. She was on 911 taking care of the 911 operator Abby's mama. Okay, the caregiver. If just to let y'all know for who, y'all searching. She said, shit, I was rooting for you and Carly Red because, Young Jock gave us 45 plus women some hope. And, of course, Carly gets in her feelings, bitch, you better be glad she said 45 and plus and not 70 and plus. You know what I'm saying? Because, y'all be playing around with Carly's age. I really do think Carly is close to 50, but she ain't, as old as y'all be trying to say. And so after the whole thing, Keely, Scooter, Shooter was out there, and Keely's boyfriend or whatever, Tokyo and them, they coming out there, they talking. And then I think Keely is the one that knows that Tobias was fucking around with Carly Red for a minute. Let me tell you something. Damn, Carly Red, you don't get that pussy a rest, okay? You on to the next, on to the next, on to the fucking next. But the whole time, and this whole thing just pissed me off because I felt like Keely was doing the fucking most, and when they found out that Shooter was fucking around with somebody else or was talking to somebody else, on the one hand, you can't get mad that he's talking to somebody else at this moment because Sierra is also kicking it and probably fucking old boy Brosco. You know, he's taking her out. They doing all this other stuff. She done clearly moved on too. But on the other hand, you know, to have a girl that's supposed to be your friend hooking up, you know, the dude with somebody else, that's what Carly Red is looking at it like. And you know, she was like, "What about girl code?" She said that bitch was my friend. I only knew her through and tolerated her through Scooter. Okay, she was more so an acquaintance, so I don't give a fuck. All right, if she ain't want him hooked up with nobody, she should have been there. She should have been doing what a wife does and all that shit, bitch. Like Carly said, you and no, was it Tokyo? Tokyo was like, first of all, it's fucked up that you doing all this and saying all this stuff when she's not here to defend herself. Keely just basically said she ain't give a fuck. Keely, you way too fucking invested in this shit. And you talking about some Sierra gotta pay for what she did. What the fuck? So you mean to tell me the way you was hooping and hollering over the fact that if your nigga fuck around with one of them bitches in that fucking club, you gonna be staying around too? That's basically what you saying. Like you can cheat all you want. Let me fucking get pissed off at you. And let me be mad for a couple of months or whatever, but I'm gonna come right back. I'm gonna come right back so you can do it again and again, but I ain't gonna never ever fucking leave you. That's the type of bitch Keely try to make herself as, okay? And I don't like weak bitches like that. In my eyes, that's a weak ass bitch because you letting the fucking man walk over you. And you gonna get upset because Shooter's your fucking friend and Sierra decided to fucking leave. Okay, Bridget Kelly, we seen the storyline already and it didn't do good for her and it ain't gonna do good for you. Because bitch, why you so fucking concerned? At least at one point they did get married. You still trying to get the ring from this nigga, okay? So why don't you worry about your own fucking relationship, bitch, okay? Daffy Duck looking ass motherfucker. I can't stand that bitch. Like, what the fuck is her problem? Do she want to fuck Shooter? That's what it sound like. I mean, I understand it, but that's what it sound like. Erica, Mimi, and Keely, they meet up. They talking about the whole thing, and now it's a different tone than what it was last week because everybody going against just Brittany, and like her attitude was disgusting. And Keely, like, you know, I got a kid too, and what just Brittany did by breaking up Erica's son, I would have went the fuck off too. I mean, I get it going off or whatever, but I wouldn't have went that far. Erica was putting on for the fucking cameras. That's what she was doing. Bitch, let me just tell you this. I don't give a fuck if you was really that goddamn offended about her bringing up your son and saying, you know, you should be home with your son or something or like your son or whatever the fuck. Bitch, ain't no security guard gonna stop you from, doing the fuck what you came to do. It wouldn't have been no goddamn screaming or whatever. You would have went on ahead and just knocked that bitch out. But okay, we gonna give it to her for that. Whatever, if that's what y'all want to say. But she started talking about the whole thing. They gonna do the showcase. Erica ain't even got no fucking song, okay? And my whole thing is take your ass back to New York with your kid. You know, Mimi brings that whole shit up about so how your son doing, with you being down here and he's all the way up there. She's saying he about to start junior high and I just wonder if it's like gonna be a good mom. He's not gonna be. I said, girl, you saw how. Let me tell you something. Erica is on here acting. That is what she's doing. She is acting, bitch. She mustered up and she started talking and she was sitting there trying to make them tears come, okay? And they never really came. And it ain't about all that caked up makeup that's on her face that she didn't want to fuck up. It just never really came, right? And a couple of them came out and that's it. That's it. I said, girl, if you don't get the fuck out of here. But did you catch when Keely said, when they left the whole thing the day before and they was finna get in the car, whatever, Jess Brittany said she was really pissed off because she fucking Stevie. Cause they was like her energy was off after, they heard that Stevie might be going to jail, which he's not because the stuff is postponed. But it's still a possibility that he might go to jail. And then kind of find out she fucking him. And I said, so bitch, you brought your ass on here, made sure to put it out there that I got where I need to go without fucking somebody and doing all this shit, but yet you fucking Stevie and you still ain't get a track from it. Bitch, get the fuck out of here, your whole ass, okay? You doing just like everybody else. Typical. Moving on from that, Tokyo and Carly Red, they meet up. And Cardi Red, I'm surprised that she went on ahead and put it out there and told her, off the rip. She was like, after I seen Tobias or whatever the other day, I just want you to know that I had a few dates with him. And she was like, did you sleep with him? And I was like, no, it didn't go that far, and he's not my type. But Tokyo was like, man, I'm going to have to say something because, and it was like, why you got to say something? Like, what's the issue? Because, um, nothing happened. This was years before. She was like, because if we gonna be rolling around in the same circles, you supposed to tell me everything. Like, I don't, want to be having stuff springing up on me and shit. I get where Tokyo's coming from, but I also get where Carly Red coming from too. Like, bitch, it was years before, cause you gonna run into somebody that he fucked before you. Okay, everybody fucked somebody before you, cause you virginal. Okay, and ain't no problem with that. But Carly Red respected the fact and the way that she handled it, and not, trying to make a scene or whatever, which in my honest opinion was a mature way. Sierra walks over there. They sitting there talking. It was like, you been talking to Scooter? No, I ain't been able to see him and all this shit. Like, I've been trying to get in contact with him, but I just ain't, been able to reach him. When you been seeing your man, though, yeah, every fucking day. I cooked for that nigga ass last night. Okay, bitch. Next thing you know, they start saying, well, shit, bitch, he moved on. It's like, so you seeing people, he seeing somebody, your girl, Keely, your friend, is the one that hooked him up and was saying all this stuff about you ain't being a good wife and shit, all that stuff. Sierra said they're going through a divorce. So why the fuck she need to be there resting her head on him and letting him rest his head on her? Okay, bitch, get the fuck out of here, Keely. And in the process of this, she choked on her water and the water was coming out. When she heard this stuff, she was like, Keely, she said, hold up. You got me messing up my $1,000 pants. I said, bitch, you know that shit Fashion Nova. Stop it. Okay? Fashion Nova finna start coming up. Fashion Nova is here from the 99 to the 2000s, bitch. Okay? They finna make Fashion Nova men. Y'all finna be out here really thotting and botting. Okay? Like, they making whore ass sweatpants for you niggas. Okay? All right, you whore gears. Okay. Summer coming up too. But anyway, moving on from there, I said whatever. She said she gonna have to check that hoe. And um what the fuck else? Kelsey. Kelsey me know with Kurt. That bitch weak minded if you ask me. I understand trying to, be there for your father, realizing that he fucked up, but ain't no way in hell I'm going to. I know that's all you know at this point. You've known this relationship to be together for all these years. Ain't no way in hell I'm gonna try to, champion for them to get back together after this man then brought a baby into the equation. Okay, she basically trying to trick off on Rashida and making it seem like it's Rashida. Rashida didn't tell that nigga to come to the shop, and so what? She can't work out with a dude or whatever. Even though he was a little bit touchy feely when they was in that gym, I was like, is that how trainers do? All over her body like that? Rashida, what you doing? But you gotta do something to get your family back. You gotta put your 2 feet down, daddy, because I like this together and I know you messed up. I said, bitch, shut the fuck up, because Kelsey, she sounds like a 2-year-old talking. I do not like them baby voices on women. Like, it just sounds very pedophilish if you're in a relationship with them. It's like fucking a kid, and I don't want to think about that shit. Like, it's disgusting. But anyway, some of y'all can't help it, but her, she just sounds, and I don't want to say slow because that's offensive, but she sounds like everything ain't all the way there. Like, she done been beating her head too. Just put that out there. And Kurt, like, damn, so she up there in the gym with another dude, and of course, I'm jealous, but that also means that she kind of moving on. So I gotta do what I gotta do to get my family back. How about you shouldn't fucking pull your dick out into another bitch and you won't be going through this shit, nigga? So, Stevie J, he out here doing this photo shoot for Penthouse magazine or whatever. He calls Estelita down there to the set. And she was like, well, all this stuff that was going on, bringing me down with this other bitch, this Ronald McDonald. I said, damn, Estelita, you don't even know your fucking colors. Ronald McDonald is yellow, white, and fucking red hair, okay? Red hair, not orange, baby. Okay, at least call the bitch a Cheeto or a fucking carrot or some shit. I mean, at least stay in the color scheme. All right, but, all he had to do was sweet talk the bitch, okay? That's all he had to do. And once again, that's what predators do, okay? He preys on these weak-minded girls and he know exactly what to say. I just want to know, did Stevie J ever run a prostitution ring back in the day? Has he ever been a real pimp, like officially? Mama D put it out there that she was one, okay? She was trill about that. Stevie, what about you? If not, if this shit don't work out, bitch, you probably need to look into doing that because you got the gift of fucking gab, okay? Because, bitch, Estelita went from being pissed off to him saying, I just got to do all that stuff. I apologize for all that stuff happening. But, these girls, they just running amok. But let me just let you know that you my favorite. That's all she needed to hear was, you my favorite. And I got you. And I want you to be on this set right here doing this, picture. Okay, do these photos, go back there, get you in some lingerie and do what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? Come out here with me. See, that's what I'm talking about. I feel silly for ever doubting him. Stood up, grabbed his ass, and kissing like they in a relationship. I said, fuck this shit. Then we get Karen King. She going to talk to a lawyer or whatever to see what's going on with Scrap because she heard that he's supposed to be getting out soon. And what irked me about the lawyer, she was like, so you going to look it up and see what we can do? He said, yeah, we can look it up and see what date it is on the computer. Why he just couldn't tell her what the date was? He wasted a whole ass piece of paper to look up what the date was when he's supposed to be getting out, tentatively supposed to be getting out. He pulled it up on the screen and then he punched print. Got up and got the paper from the printer. Sat back down in the chair to read off the paper instead of just reading off the computer and telling Karen, the nigga ain't getting out until around 2019. Okay, girl. Just Brittany got arrested too over the weekend too. I just want to put that out there too. Okay. So Karen, she told Scrap to call her because she trying to understand what's going on. Now see, before I watched 60 Days In, I watched the whole last season, alright? That bitch Angel. Oh my God, like I should just come on here and talk about that shit one day because that shit blew me. She is the dumbest stud I ever seen. Like, you are a weak ass bitch. Anyway, so I would have been confused. Like, wait a minute, so they can make outside calls? I know they say, call me at a certain time and shit like that. They let them have tablets and, electronic tablets. They be on the internet and shit. So that's allowed. So I understand how that shit work now. Because at first I used to doubt that shit. Like, what the fuck is going on? Y'all still smuggling shit up into the jail? But anyway, he was like, that's crazy, man. I ain't had no discipline infractions or nothing. And, when you get time, they only want you to serve a third of the time. So, mama, you need to go to the discipline, talk to the board and see what's going up. This news is making my wig stand straight up, Scrap. I said, girl, do what you got to do. Karen, Karen is Scrap mama, woman, basically. But moving on from that, Rashida, Kurt pulls up the whole thing with Kelsey talking about, Rashida could possibly be seeing some other nigga. That just put a fire under my ass and said, I gotta put my foot down. And regardless of whatever it takes, just come on in and just push through whether she say so or not. I said, first of all, that's rude as fuck. All right, so you gonna force yourself back into the house. Okay, just because. Just because you force yourself back don't mean that it's all good and that she's still going to be cool with your ass. Even though this is Rashida, so we already know that it's going to be cool. But still, that's disrespectful as fuck. She told them, you can put the motherfucking boxes back. I said, I wouldn't give their asses no fucking tip. Let him give them a tip. What I say? Rashida, what happened to giving the niggas a tip? Okay, what? You just told them to bend with their knees and not with their back? Okay, that's the tip that you gave them? Bitch, it took her to say one line, man, this nigga would have, that all what he said would have just been like, no, you can get your ass right back up in that motherfucking car and turn right back fuck around. He literally stood there and said, man, can we just get back? Can we just get over this? I said, can we just get over this and get back to the way we were? Bitch, you brought a whole ass baby up in this motherfucker. You didn't just cheat. You brought a person in this bitch too. Okay? A little motherfucking mini-me, bitch. Okay, what are you talking about? Can we just get over this? And Rashida said, bitch, yes. Okay, but we gonna have to put some boundaries down. I said, fuck boundaries, because as soon as he get up in that house, y'all fucking. Bitch, because it probably would have been me. But anyway, you've been without it for a minute. You missed that old thing. You already said what it is. Bitch, stop it. Stop playing with us, okay? Fuck out of here. You cross the boundaries all the time and you let him. Moving on from that. Tokyo Vanity meets up with Tobias. She got a little attitude. Why you ain't tell me that you was fucking around with Cardi Red? Because Cardi Red told me everything that, you was sliding your dick through and all this shit. I ain't never fucked that bitch, okay? And I'm pissed off about Keely talking about this double date shit. That's some rude ass shit. This bitch is this. I said, girl, you got offended about a double date stuff. She didn't even fucking know you like that, so I didn't really think that Keely was coming out rude. I thought she was just joking or whatever. But apparently, Tobias, you know, Tokyo did do the right thing though in this case because it is Carly Red. She said, bitch, I wouldn't believe Carly Red because I don't know that bitch like that. So therefore, I'm gonna believe my man, you know, even though that's still the wrong thing because just because you know a nigga, you know, a long time or probably a year or so, that ain't a long time. But as long as you know him, that don't mean that they telling the truth. But she believed him over her, even though they both said that they didn't do nothing like that. But then Tobias was like, you know that's Blue baby mama. And I said, Blue, BMF Blue? And it was like, yeah, Blue. And she holding his kids hostage. Keely? Yes, bitch. And then Bachi, his friend, but I don't think Bachi know that that's his baby mama and all that stuff. I said, wait a fucking minute. So Keely got kids at the house and Bachi lives with him, right? They live together, right? And Bachi don't know who the baby daddy of them kids are. What the fuck? And don't know that that's his boys? What the fuck? What type of friendship is this going on? Nigga, like, I was just like, Tokyo, shit, you sitting on weapons, bitch. I got nukes over on this motherfucker. Okay? I said, interesting. Shooter came over to Sierra house. I was with Sierra. Take your shoes off. Take my shoes off. Hell yeah, take your shoes off, nigga. I ain't got shoes on my own shit. Take your fucking shoes off. God damn. Bitch, you ain't been gone that long. You know the fucking rules. That nigga sat down. And let me just tell you something. The bird in me started coming out. I said, bitch, he would have got fucked up in so many ways. You would have got your ass knocked the fuck out, Scooter, okay? Scooter and Kurt, Shooter and Skirt. What the fuck else you want to call their names, bitch? Y'all know S and K. Them motherfuckers are on the same path. This man logic, bitch. You dead ass trying to sit here and trying to make her feel bad for not being there for you. She said she called your ass. She paid for the repast and all that stuff. Well, money ain't the only thing that you need to be there for. She said, what the fuck I look like coming over there letting you lay on me and do all this and caress your ass when I got a nigga? It was like, what the fuck, bitch? I never touch you. I never touch you either. I said, you's a fucking lie. You ready to jump across that table and fuck the shit out of her. Because, bitch, she probably would have let you if you would have acted right, okay? Ain't no telling when them cameras went down and then everybody left out. He rolled right back through and knocked it out for you. You can't tell me no difference because, bitch, that's what I would have did, okay? I'm just saying. Like, I'm just looking like, oh my God, Scooter, first Shooter. Like, you upset and you literally doing this shit to get back at her and then have the nerve to say, you got me out here trying to look bad and you trying to make yourself look good, but bitch, you out here looking bad too. No, and then you literally admit that that 2-year-old might be yours, and you calculating the time, and you like, well, shit, it just might. It makes sense. All right, and then you got another bitch coming up here, and you confirm that you did fuck around with her, but she lying about the 2-month-old or whatever that's coming. Like, girl, boy, nigga, do you understand the reason why now that she has the right to be fucking mad at your ass and not be there for her? You cheated on her throughout the whole fucking relationship with multiple people, and you possibly got kids. What the fuck? And Keely, fuck that bitch, okay? She wouldn't put up with no shit like that, so, you know, fuck that hoe. And the whole time, I'm just sitting there looking at him like, you got one more motherfucking time. It's something about when he got himself clean shaven, not when he in the confessional and you can see Mona got that light like mine, so you can see all the fucking bags under my eyes and shit and how tired I am. Mona got that big ass light on him in the confessional and you can see the roughness in his face. You can see every fucking freckle and all his pores. His pores need to be clean. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. But when he was sitting down there at that table and he had to look, everything was just cleaned up. And when he said, you trying to be up here making me look bad, but you out here looking just as bad, bitch. All right? That's what you doing. And the way he got up, bitch, I felt something. I was like, you wrong as fuck, bitch. But Sarah, you know, y'all fucked up. I told you the bird came out. You know, it'll never happen, but you know, I'm just saying I will fuck around and go with a bitch just like that. I'm on here telling these hoes, don't do no shit like this, don't do no shit like that. You know, y'all dumb as fuck. And if I was straight, I probably would have went with a nigga like that. Let me fucking get off here. Let me get off here. Stick with the bitches. Y'all tell me how y'all felt about this episode, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.